It's the familiar, exhausting battle, isn't it? Anxious thoughts begin to swirl, painting vivid, high-definition pictures of what could go wrong, while a deeper part of you longs to simply trust God, to unclench, to rest, to finally breathe. You know the verses, you've heard the sermons, and yet the gap between knowing you should trust and actually experiencing trust can feel like a vast canyon. Why does fear feel so immediate, so visceral, while faith often seems so elusive and far away? What is the missing link that keeps so many well-intentioned Christians caught in a loop of anxiety, despite their sincere desire for faith? Many of us have tried to fix our fear with more effort. We use more prayer words, we read more scripture, we make more positive declarations, only to find that the underlying hum of anxiety stubbornly persists beneath the surface. Perhaps you've tried to force trust during a health scare or a financial worry. You said all the right things, you tried to think all the right thoughts, and still, your body stayed tense. Your mind kept scanning for danger. It is so easy to conclude that you are spiritually inadequate, that faith over fear is just a nice-sounding slogan for other people. Peace Beyond Thought offers a different answer. The pathway out isn't necessarily more effort. It's one crucial mindset shift. It's not another strategy to oppose fear head-on, but a fundamental reorientation in how you relate to both fear and faith. It's a shift that moves you out of fear's arena entirely and anchors you in a deeper reality where fear naturally and quietly loses its power. To make this shift, we first have to acknowledge with compassion our mind's default setting. The ego mind, rooted in our basic survival instinct, carries a strong, powerful negativity bias. Its primary job, which it has been practicing for millennia, is to constantly scan for potential threats, real or imagined, to keep you safe. Fear is a primary survival emotion. Your mind will always prioritize detecting a potential danger, even a hypothetical one, over resting in your present safety. This wiring protected ancient humans from predators. Today, it misfires, generating anxiety about social judgment, work deadlines, health what-ifs, and the simple uncertainty of tomorrow. The mind also leans heavily on the past. If something hurt you once, your mind tags anything similar as risky. It triggers a fear response based on an old pattern, not necessarily on your present reality. The real problem is that the mind struggles to distinguish between a vividly imagined fear and an actual present threat. Thinking about failure feels like you are failing right now. Worrying about loss feels like the loss has already begun. Fear gets the advantage of feeling visceral and immediate. And this is where the number one illusion sneaks in. We fuse with the fear. The thought, "I feel afraid," instantly becomes, "This situation is dangerous," which becomes, "I am in danger." That fusion grants the fear an authority it hasn't earned, making it appear like an objective news report rather than a subjective mental emotional event. Because of this programming, fear often feels automatic, instinctive, and true. It grabs your attention. By contrast, faith usually requires a conscious choice, a deliberate turning away from the mind's loud, fearful narrative and toward a deeper, quieter, and less immediately tangible truth. Our instinct is to fight fear on its home turf, the mind. We try to argue with the fear using logic or positive thinking. It probably won't happen. Just be positive. This can help for a moment, but the debate itself keeps your attention locked on fear's story. Or we try to suppress the fear. We push it down, numb it, or distract ourselves. But suppression is just storing pressure. It doesn't release it. The fear always leaks back, often even stronger. All of these strategies operate within the mind's framework. They keep you inside fear's arena, reinforcing the idea that fear's story is the main event. It's like trying to fix faulty wiring by running more current through it. A different approach is needed. A change not in the content of your thoughts, but in the center of your attention. Here is the one crucial mindset shift. Instead of focusing your primary energy on analyzing, suppressing, or arguing with your fear, you shift your attention and your allegiance to a chosen anchor of faith, God's presence, God's character, or God's promises, and you keep gently, persistently returning there. This is not denial. You are not pretending the fear doesn't exist. It is choosing your center of gravity. You acknowledge the fear, but you refuse to enthrone it. You stop trying to overpower the fear within its own story, and instead, you disinvest your attention from that story and reinvest your attention in the truth. The old fear-focused mindset looks like this. A fearful thought arises. You immediately identify with it. This fear is real. This is important. This is me. Your attention locks onto analyzing and resisting the fearful scenario. Faith is applied later, often weakly, as an antidote, but your mind has already framed reality around the fear. The result? The struggle escalates and the anxiety persists. The new faith-anchored mindset looks like this. A fearful thought arises. You notice it and you gently doubt it. Awareness is noticing a fearful story. Is this story truly real right now? Instantly, a space opens up. Your belief in the thought loosens. Then you shift your attention. You deliberately turn away from analyzing the fear and you anchor in faith. You anchor in God's character. God is faithful. God is my refuge. You anchor in God's promises. He will never leave me nor forsake me. My peace I give you. Or you anchor in God's presence. You simply rest your attention in the felt sense of your own awareness, the stillness where God is encountered now. The fear may remain as background noise, but your primary belief and your precious attention now belong to the anchor. The result? The fear is starved of its energy, and in the space you've created, peace and clarity can finally emerge. This shift works because it strikes at the very engine of anxiety, identification, and belief. When you gently doubt fear's absolute authority, you stop feeding it. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. By repeatedly redirecting your attention from the fear narratives into your faith truths, you starve the neural and spiritual habit of fear, while simultaneously reinforcing the habit of trust. You are literally rewiring the pathways of your attention. This is not just thinking about God. This is leaning into God. Every single shift, every return to your anchor is a small, potent, embodied act of faith, more powerful than a dozen logical arguments. No, the fear doesn't vanish forever, but your default response to it changes. Instead of being automatically swept away into fear's channel, you learn to tune to the frequency of trust, again and again, until that frequency becomes familiar, and then one day natural. How do we practice this? First, identify your anchors. Choose one or two that resonate deeply so your attention wants to land there. It could be a short scripture, "Do not fear, for I am with you. The Lord is my shepherd. My peace I give you." Or it could be an attribute of one, faithfulness, love, nearness. Just whisper, "You are faithful. You are here," or your anchor can be presence itself, the simple, real feeling of your breath or your feet on the floor. Second, practice noticing the fear early. Pay attention to the first signs, a tightness in your chest, a racing thought. Early noticing short circuits the momentum. Third, use the notice, doubt, shift sequence. Notice, awareness is noticing the fear story about money. Doubt, is this story 100% true right now? Is believing it helpful? Just loosen its grip. Shift, place your full attention on your anchor. Repeat, "The Lord is my shepherd," slowly. Feel your breath. Whisper, "God is with me right now." Finally, persist gently. Your attention will drift back to the fear. You are human. Each time you notice you have drifted, that noticing is the victory. Gently, without scolding yourself, just return to your anchor. This returning is not a sign of failure. This returning is the practice of strengthening your trust. The battle between anxiety and peace can feel like an exhausting tug of war. We pull toward faith, but fear yanks us back. We think the solution is to out-argue fear, to win. The crucial mindset shift says, drop the rope. Fear's power depends entirely on your engagement with its story. When fear whispers its convincing lies, you don't need to defeat the whisper. You just need to change what you're listening to. Choose your anchor. Gently doubt fear's claim to be the most real thing in the room. Turn deliberately to God's presence, God's character, God's promises. Don't fight the fear, feed the faith. Don't empower the illusion, anchor in the truth. This isn't a one-time decision. It's a rhythm. Notice, doubt, shift again and again. Each time you turn from fear's projection to the anchor of faith, you weaken fear's grip and strengthen your lived experience of the peace that already resides beneath all the noise. If this reflection helped you find even a moment of stillness, subscribe for more weekly guidance from Peace Beyond Thought. And if you feel called to go deeper, you can explore our resources at PeaceBeyondThought.com. Remember, doubt your thoughts, trust the stillness. Peace is already yours.